Hi, I'm Jace, and 10 years ago, my life changed in the worst possible way. I came home to find a note on my kitchen counter that said, "I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. Please don't look for me. Maya." Just like that, the woman I was planning to marry vanished without a trace. Fast forward to last month. I'd built a successful architecture firm with my business partner Derek, and we were doing well. My assistant buzzed me. "Jace, your 2 o'clock is here," she said. "Great, send them in," I replied. The door opened and my heart stopped. Maya walked into my office like she owned the place. Designer handbag, perfect hair, not a care in the world. "Hello, I'm Maya Thornton," she said, extending her hand. "Thank you for meeting with me." I stared at her. "Maya?" "Yes," she said, tilting her head. "Have we met before?" "Are you serious right now?" I asked, my voice shaking. She smiled coolly. "I don't believe so. Anyway, my husband Marcus and I are building our dream home in Riverside Estates, and we need an architect. Your firm came highly recommended." "Maya, it's me, Jace. We dated for 3 years," I said. "Oh," she said, her eyes widening theatrically. "Jace! Wow, I didn't recognize you. You look so different. How have you been?" "How have I been?" I repeated. "You disappeared 10 years ago with a note. No explanation, no goodbye, nothing." She waved her hand dismissively. "That was a lifetime ago. I was young and confused. But look at us now, both successful. Isn't it wonderful?" "Wonderful?" I said. "Yes, and what perfect timing. I specifically chose your firm because I've seen your work. It's quite good," she said. "Now, about our project. We have a budget of $2 million, and I have very specific ideas about the design." "I don't think I can take this project," I said. "Don't be silly," she replied. "Business is business, Jace. Surely you're professional enough to separate the past from the present? Or has your firm become so successful that you turn down major clients?" Derek walked in at that moment. "Jace, we need to— Oh, sorry, didn't realize you were with a client." "Derek, this is Maya," I said. "My ex-girlfriend who vanished 10 years ago." Derek's eyes widened. "The Maya? The one with the note?" "The very same," I said. "Well, this is awkward," Derek said. Maya laughed. "Gentlemen, let's not make this dramatic. It was a decade ago. Water under the bridge. Now, can we discuss the project or not?" I took a deep breath. "Fine, tell me about your vision." "I want something modern, elegant, with clean lines, large windows, open concept. My husband Marcus made his fortune in tech, so we want a smart home integrated throughout," she explained. "And what does Marcus do exactly?" Derek asked. "He's a venture capitalist, very successful. We met shortly after I moved to California," Maya said. "Right after you left me?" I asked. "Jace, really? Must you dwell on ancient history?" she said. "I've moved on. You should too. Besides, I've done quite well for myself. I run my own architectural consulting firm now." My head snapped up. "You're an architect?" "Yes, didn't you know? I got my license 5 years ago. I consult on luxury residential projects," she said proudly. Something felt wrong. Maya never studied architecture. When we were together, she was a marketing student. "That's interesting," I said slowly. "Where did you study?" "Oh, here and there. Online programs, apprenticeships. I'm mostly self-taught," she said, checking her watch. "So, are you taking the project or not?" I looked at Derek, who shrugged. "Give me a few days to think about it," I said. "Fine, but don't take too long. I have other firms interested," Maya said, standing. "It was lovely seeing you again, Jace." After she left, Derek closed the door. "Dude, what just happened?" he asked. "I have no idea," I said, "but something's off about this whole thing." That evening, I couldn't stop thinking about Maya. I called Derek. "I need to know more about her architectural consulting firm," I said. "Why?" Derek asked. "Because Maya never studied architecture. She was in marketing when we were together. How does someone become an architectural consultant without any training?" I explained. "Good point," Derek said. "Want me to do some digging?" "Please," I said. 2 days later, Derek came to my office with a laptop. "Jace, you need to see this," he said, turning the screen toward me. It was Maya's company website. My blood ran cold as I scrolled through her portfolio. Design after design looked familiar, too familiar. "Derek, these are mine," I said quietly. "What?" he asked. "These designs. I created them 10 years ago. Maya and I used to work on projects together in my apartment. I'd sketch and she'd give feedback. These are my original concepts," I said, my hands shaking. "Are you sure?" Derek asked. "Positive. Look at this one. The riverside cottage with the asymmetrical roofline. I designed that for a competition our senior year. And this one, the sustainable office building. That was my thesis project," I said. "So she stole your work?" Derek said. "It looks that way," I replied. "Do you have proof?" he asked. I opened my desk drawer and pulled out an old external hard drive. I kept everything. All my original sketches, CAD files, dated designs. I never delete anything. Derek grinned. "Then we've got her." "Not so fast," I said. "I need to be absolutely certain before I make any accusations. Can you recommend a good lawyer?" "My cousin Rachel specializes in intellectual property law. Want me to call her?" Derek offered. "Please," I said. 3 days later, I sat in Rachel's office with Derek. "Mr. Jace, I've reviewed the materials you sent me," Rachel said, adjusting her glasses. "Do you have the original files with timestamps?" "Yes, everything from 2014 and 2015, I confirmed. "And Miss Thornton's website claims she designed these between 2018 and 2023, Rachel asked. "Correct," I said. "This is textbook intellectual property theft," Rachel said. "But I want to be thorough. I recommend hiring a private investigator to document everything. Her business dealings, client testimonials, any other evidence of her using your work." "I know someone," Derek said. "Tom Chen. He's excellent." A week later, Tom came to my office with a thick folder. "Gentlemen, your ex-girlfriend is quite the con artist," Tom said, spreading photographs and documents across my desk. "What did you find?" I asked. "Maya Thornton has built her entire career on stolen designs. Not just yours. She's taken credit for work from at least 3 other architects. But you're her primary source. Over 70% of her portfolio consists of your original designs," Tom explained. "How is she getting away with this?" Derek asked. "She targets people from her past, people who might not realize she's using their work. She slightly modifies the designs, changes the color schemes, adds or removes minor features. But the fundamental concepts are identical," Tom said. "What about her clients? Do they know?" I asked. "No, she presents herself as the original designer. She's charged hundreds of thousands in consulting fees using your work," Tom said. Rachel leaned forward. "This is fraud. Clear-cut fraud. We can sue for damages, copyright infringement, and compensation for every project she's profited from using your designs." "What do we do next?" I asked. "We confront her," Rachel said, "but carefully. I want to schedule a meeting under the pretense of discussing her project. She'll expect a standard consultation. Instead, we'll present our evidence." "Won't she just deny everything?" Derek asked. "She can deny all she wants. We have time-stamped files, your original sketches, registration records. The evidence is irrefutable," Rachel said confidently. I took a deep breath. "Okay, let's do it." "One more thing," Tom said, pulling out another document. "I dug into her husband, Marcus. Turns out their marriage might not survive this scandal. He's very image conscious. His investors won't appreciate being associated with a fraud." "Good," I said. "She destroyed my life without a second thought. Time for some accountability." We scheduled the meeting for the following Monday. Maya arrived at my office precisely on time, carrying fabric samples and paint chips. "Jace, I'm so excited to get started," she said, spreading materials across the conference table. "I've been thinking about the color palette, earth tones with metallic accents." Maya, sit down, I said. We need to talk. About the design? Absolutely. I have so many ideas, she said. Rachel entered the room, followed by Tom and Derek. Who are these people? Maya asked, her smile fading. I'm Rachel Morrison, Mr. Jace's attorney, Rachel said. This is Tom Chen, private investigator, and you know Derek. Maya's face paled. What's going on? We know what you've been doing, I said calmly. I don't know what you're talking about, Maya replied. Rachel opened a laptop and turned it toward Maya. This is your portfolio website. Recognize these designs? Of course, those are mine, Maya said. Actually, they're mine, I said, sliding a folder across the table. These are my original CAD files, dated 2014 and 2015, before you even claimed to be an architect. Maya's hands trembled as she opened the folder. This is ridiculous, she said. These are coincidences, similar ideas. 70% of your portfolio, Tom interrupted. 70% consists of designs created by Jace. We've documented everything, every client you've defrauded, every dollar you've earned using stolen work. You can't prove anything, Maya said, her voice rising. Rachel placed another stack of documents on the table. Time-stamped files, original sketches with Jace's signature, registration dates, witness statements from your former classmates confirming Jace created these designs. We can prove everything. I want to speak to my lawyer, Maya said. Excellent idea, Rachel replied. Because we're filing a lawsuit. Copyright infringement, fraud, misrepresentation. We're seeking full restitution for all profits you've earned using Jace's intellectual property, plus punitive damages. This is insane, Maya said, standing abruptly. Jace, we were together. We collaborated. Those designs were joint efforts. Liar, I said quietly. You were a marketing student. You never drew a single line. I showed you my work, asked for your opinion, and you stole everything. I built my business from nothing, Maya shouted. You built it on theft, Derek said. We're also notifying all your current and former clients, Tom added. They have a right to know they paid for stolen designs. Maya's face crumbled. Please, Jace, don't do this. We can work something out. Like you worked things out when you disappeared? I asked. When you left me without explanation and then stole my life's work? I was young and stupid, Maya said, tears forming. I was scared. Scared of what? I demanded. Of being poor, of struggling. Marcus offered me everything, security, status, money. I took it. And yes, I used your designs because I needed to establish myself quickly, she admitted. There it is, Rachel said, pressing a button on her phone. Recorded confession. Maya's eyes widened. You recorded me? We're in a one-party consent state, Rachel said. Perfectly legal. What do you want? Maya asked desperately. Justice, I said. You're going to publicly retract every claim to those designs. You're going to compensate me for every dollar you earned, and you're going to face the professional consequences of your fraud. I'll be ruined, Maya whispered. You should have thought of that 10 years ago, I replied. The lawsuit took 8 months. Maya fought initially, but the evidence was overwhelming. Her lawyer eventually advised her to settle. The final settlement was substantial. Maya had to pay me $850,000, every penny she'd earned using my designs, plus damages. She was also required to issue public statements to all her clients, admitting the designs weren't hers. Her architectural consulting firm collapsed within weeks. Clients sued her for fraud and misrepresentation. Her professional reputation was destroyed. But the most satisfying moment came when I received a call from Tom. Jace, thought you'd want to know, Tom said. Marcus Thornton filed for divorce. Apparently, his investors weren't happy about being associated with a con artist. He's claiming reputational damage. Couldn't happen to a nicer person, I said. Derek and I were celebrating our victory at a coffee shop when my phone rang. It was an unknown number. Hello? I answered. Jace, it's Maya, she said, her voice broken. Please, I need to talk to you. We have nothing to discuss, I said. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for everything. I was selfish and cruel. Can we please meet? I want to apologize properly, she begged. No, I said firmly. Please, Jace. I've lost everything. Marcus left me. My business is gone. I have nothing. Can't you find it in your heart to forgive me? Maya pleaded. Forgive you? I repeated. You stole 10 years of my work. You built a career on my creativity. You disappeared without explanation and then had the audacity to hire me, pretending we were strangers. And now you want forgiveness? I made mistakes, she sobbed. You made choices, I corrected. Deliberate, calculated choices. And now you're facing the consequences. Don't call me again. I hung up and blocked her number. Derek looked at me. Feel good? He asked. Actually, yes, I said. For the first time in 10 years, I feel like justice was served. She really thought you'd forgive her, Derek said, shaking his head. That's the thing about people like Maya. Instead, she found out that stolen victories don't last, and justice, though sometimes slow, is inevitable. Have you ever had someone steal credit for your work or disappear from your life without explanation? What would you have done in my situation? Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.